Do I? See, I don't know if I'm gonna get audio or not. Sometimes this speaker has a microphone on it. Got speaker on the end here. It's a nice piece of sound. One side has the sound come out. Okay. I was gonna check the mail too, and I forgot. I went outside running around real fast to transplanted some plants. Um, brought some sugar, some drink. I sent them with some of this. This is Yarrow. Yarrow is wounded healer. Well, I didn't know that. I just knew I liked the fucker. It only grows in one spot. It's a fern. I like it. Do a lot of stuff with it. And when I smell it, um, I like it. I don't know what to tell you. It's got a, it's this in something in the scent of the plant I like, and it it feels good for like protection, safety. When I found it the first time, it only grows in one spot. It's moved over the years, maybe 3 feet. It's expanding from where it was. It was in just one little spot. It's kind of shady over there, so it doesn't ever get direct sunlight. Not really. And it's a plant like that. And they were about to leave, so I ran and grabbed some because I wanted them to see. I didn't want them to forget. There's probably 5 or 10 other fucking things that uh, when you're gonna give somebody something. Like I have this piece of wood, very nice ornate piece of wood, just a piece, and went to a chair. It was a nice chair. It had Bohemian dragons on the handles. It was not a comfortable chair, but it was a well-made chair. It looked nice. I mean, maybe for somebody's ass it would be comfortable, but it really wasn't. It was a pain in the ass. Navigate. It was a gift from somebody to my dad. And it had lasted a long time, but it finally started coming apart. So I gave the pieces to my friend, and that's the last one. I don't know if you take them all or not. Just the pieces that were really ornate and nice looking. Like this one's very ornate. Not necessarily necessary, but ornate. I was listening to uh, Tim Dillon, who's funny. Says some really funny shit, but then he kind of drags on, you know, where it's like, and I'm sure I'm the same. You might have a point and then just go off into some other spiel about some bullshit that maybe doesn't apply or isn't fucking got the same energy flow, and could be problematic to go on a tangent and lose your audience. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. But it's like the side effect, like the guy was talking about. He got a costume. Um, I'm gonna show you. You know what? We're gonna do this together. I'm gonna show you what the fuck I'm talking about. But it's kind of like this is something that happens in this world. This is one of these fucking things that happens to everybody, or you experience it. Let's go back. See if I can get him to. Like, I don't want this. I was ruining my thing because I can't edit. Fucking. Yeah. Which means in French it's high sewing, and it's a specific way of doing it in French. So I'm thinking he is being extorted. Correct. What he's saying is correct. Um, it has, in France they do it where it has to be a certain criteria makes it that way. So she might be trying to extort him by making this costume because the price goes up to $115,000. And she never said a fucking word. She never said a fucking word. And he goes on about all the details. But when I heard the word, I immediately looked it up. I was like, oh, this sounds like I was thinking maybe it's French for like hot fashion, haute, but it's high sewing. It's worth sewing. The French are weird, but the French do stuff like this. The French do stuff like this. So I'm like, oh, he is. He's being extorted. They'll probably run it through their courts. He's in London. I don't know if they do it in, what I know, but it's like she's trying to get him. You know, maybe she does make it like that. You know, I don't know, but definitely no communicating. What are you doing? Allergies are real fucking. The pollen and all the shit. It's bad. My head is swimming. It is swimming with all the stuff. So I was gonna take more antihistamines, try to knock it out, but they'll knock me out. The antihistamines will. Actually, I have some different ones. They're right up here. I guess that's what I'm gonna take. But I lost my point. There's things in the seasons that you can use that are available right at that time and that time only. And there's things that are gonna fuck you up at that time, right at that time only. Wow. So if you can work in that cycle and know what's going on and flow with it, and sometimes it takes a long time, especially being in a certain place. You know what you're going to experience while you're in that place. I'm glad to have this one plan. If I'm going to be fucked up with pollen, let me just sniff a big fucking bunch of it right now, at least the wounded healer. You know, that's my thinking of it. Maybe it's not right.